This is Water Elemental.
And this is Axis. We're here to talk about the game that is also known as League of Legends. This is a Mobius-style battle game where you get to throw rocks at animals that are much dumber than you are, and they usually don't catch on. So it's pretty good fun. We've got some interesting news this week. We have some very cool things to say about Mr. Talon, the new champion in the League of Legends. Very, very big patch, very interesting patch to go over. Got some new skins. We have packs. Packs is going on right now.
Or is going to be going on soon.
Something is going on.
I don't know the exact date.
There are things that happen. We got some sales in our own section, and a little bit of stuff on the conclusion of Season 1. Very soon. Get your ratings up, please. So let's jump right into it.
Talon!
Talon!
I keep wanting to call him Raven because he looks like Raven from Teen Titans.
Raven! What?
Yeah, I don't know why. The hood, man, it's the hood.
So everyone who wears a hood
looks like a chick
is
from
a gothic, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also the names.
Okay. Talon, I got nothing but good things to say about him so far.
I don't like his skins. That's my only disappointment with this champion. He's
proven to be very fun. I think he's just the type of champion that needed to be released. Kind of Shaco-esque in terms of play style, but with more damage and a little bit of a different play style. Shaco has always been a very interesting character for me, and so the fact that they're kind of putting on a different flavor of him is very, very cool.
A step up from the champions that have been released since their announcement at E3.
Oh, definitely.
Because if you take a look at them, the champions that have been released have been so lackluster, and it's just kind of they pitter out and they have to buff them and buff them and buff them until they can get them at the level that other champions are at. Talon, right through the gate, does damage, does what he needs to, great fun. It's a nice change for us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at his abilities. I mean, I was playing a lot with my buddy, and he was having a blast with Talon. I've been thinking about picking him up just because of how much fun everyone else was having with him.
I'm trying to get him to pick him up right now. Riot Store still's bugging out on me.
Hooray! But it just... There's a lot of diversity in terms of the way you can build him. You can build him to take advantage of his passive. You can build him attack speed, raw damage, cooldown reduction. A lot of possible builds with him. I don't think you can go AP, so... Sorry, guys. But other
You can't go AP?
Darn!
Why can't I go AP on a champion that doesn't need it?
I want to go AP Garen. It'll be really good. He's a champion that there are a lot of different ways, and I've seen a lot of people play just hundreds and hundreds of different ways, leveling up different abilities, getting first items first. But from what I've seen, and just the best I've seen, when we were playing, I was playing Garen, and there was a Talon with me, my buddy who was playing Talon. But basically, we would both max out our Q first, and well, I shouldn't say maxed out. I got my Q second to last. But basically, his Shiv works on towers, and Garen, my Q works on towers. So we were taking about 500 off a tower every 30 seconds. Like, he's a great tower assassin. Is one of the first things I was surprised. I'm like, wow, he's an assassin that's good at killing towers.
I was lamed with a Talon. The first game I saw Talon, I was Tarek. He was, I think he was AD, cooldown reduction Talon. And we burned through people. Like, I would hit my stun, he would do his double blade thing, deal a good chunk of damage, and by the time they got out of stun, he would already have the dot on him, he was running away. He's really mean. Like, if you compare him up with the right champions, he can be maxed out on potential.
Yeah, another thing I saw that was a really funny build to watch was he had Red Pill, Executioner's Calling, and so he would shiv someone with the bleed and just run away. And this tick, 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 huge chunk of health gone. Like, he can be a bleed rogue, essentially. Just stab, stab, and just run away. And it's like, you dick.
His ultimate, too, there's so many, like, little tricks you can do
with
it.
No, he's a way high skill cap melee, which is awesome.
We haven't had one of those in a long time, and it's nice, refreshing pace. Like, you can activate his ult, you go into stealth, and then you blink away, and you have these huge amount of blades just follow you around and do a massive amount of damage. You can activate your blades, kind of go around behind someone, like through the bush.
Yeah, no, it's actually a pretty good amount of time that the blades stick there.
It's not like a Vayne stealth. It's a decent 4 or 5 second stealth, and it's actually useful.
Right, I mean, you can use it to chase, too, because there's bonus move speeds. It's extremely high utility move. It's an escape, it's a chase, it's a finisher, it's an initiator. It's a
It's
great
a great
move.
kill stealer. It's a kill secure, I should say.
Kill secured.
But I haven't found any problems with him yet. I probably will find some when I pick him up and actually try to play him. But
I mean,
I'm not worried about this champion being like slowly moving back to the lower tiers.
yeah, no, he definitely does have a few issues, and we'll talk about those a little bit when
All
we're getting
champions
into
have
ratings.
issues.
But, yeah. So far, in terms of builds, the best thing I've seen for him is usually just a healthy amount of move speed. I mean, he's a champion where positioning for him is everything. So maybe getting an early Zeal is a good choice. Maybe just getting some move speed quints. Or I saw that move speed, enhanced movement 3 rather, boots were probably the best choice for him. Just because, again, positioning is huge for this champion. So every couple of inches you can get on your opponent matters. So move speed is hugely valuable for him. Cooldown reduction I've seen is great. More Qs, more stabs. He's got a lot of fun abilities, so you want to be using him as often as possible. And, armor penetration and attack damage, obviously. So, there are a lot of cheap items you can get that'll really increase his potential. Things like Brutalizer, Zeal, Boots 3. It's great.
I haven't been really interested in playing a melee champion in a while. I think the last one was Nocturne. And looking at this guy, he makes me want to just get out there and play melee again because I'm not that good with him. But he looks fun enough where I'd want to get good with him and pull off some really crazy moves because I've seen him use his ultimate and accidentally steal Baron. It's great. I love it.
I accidentally stole an enemy Talon's red pill when he was in the bush. I ran by his group like, what's going on over here? One tick of Sunfire. Stole red pill. It was the funniest thing. Sorry, that's my counter stealing story for today. But ratings, what do you think? What are you going to give him?
9.
9, really? Why is that?
He's a lot more balanced and he's a lot more useful than any other champion that has come out at this point in time. They're gonna have to do some tweaks to him, but it's gonna be tweaks to benefit him, not so much balance him. And as far as fun and playstyle goes, it looks like everybody I've talked to have enjoyed playing him. I haven't had one person that hasn't liked him. Most of the losses that have happened when I've seen him were due to other people's fault. The talents that I've seen have done exceptionally well. So he's gonna be in the meta for a while.
I'm going to give him a 9, but he does have some issues. Like I said, I like him a lot. He's very fun, but there are a lot of issues with. I shouldn't say a lot, but there are a couple issues with him. First of all, his passive is pretty bad. 10% damage on a CC target. Corki gets 10% true damage on any target at all times. That's unmitigatable. I mean, they really should increase it, maybe up to 15 or even 20%, just because, again, part of the time, and just flat damage that is mitigatable. So it's not too great of a passive. My other problem with him is he's move dependent, I should say. A lot of his abilities, while relatively short cooldowns, he is a melee. So as soon as his gap closes down, he's finished. And he's extremely susceptible, of course, to things like exhaust or a blind. So, I mean, you do be careful. Thankfully, his Q does ignore blind effects, so you can kind of mitigate blind effects like that relatively well. But again, you have to be very careful, and he's not a champion you want to initiate with. Might be the champion where you pop your ult and sneak in as your tank initiates, but he's got vulnerability issues. That's all I'm going to say.
Vulnerability issues are easily fixed, especially after the first couple of weeks. So, like I said, every champion has flaws, but patches will fix them later on, and will only make him stronger.
I mean, if not, he's still a solid champion, but he should have flaws. I'm just saying they should probably buff his passive, is what I'm trying to say.
So good scores for once. We're out of these 6s and 7s.
Yeah, I mean, we might just be ranking him a little bit higher just because we're used to the garbage champions of the past couple of months. But it's a refreshing breeze, and I think a lot of people will appreciate it.
So, on to other news, we've got a interesting patch this week that I am very upset about. If you do not know, Riot wants support to be combat efficient.
Okay, you know what? Let me tell you right now. 13, 2, and 46 Soraka.
Why is this needed?
No. on my team, Starfall was hitting people. All right, she had a Rylai's, a Rabadon, and a Will of the Ancients, and our brand also had a Will of the Ancients. She would Starfall hit people for about 450 every 2 seconds, and heal for 600 and slow all of them. She'd just sit there and just kite people and just be like, troll.
See, this is what support is supposed to do. They're supposed to heal, but they shouldn't be able to essentially heal for this much and deal this much damage.
Okay, they've taken away the heals significantly.
They have?
Yeah, they've rebalanced some support. They made them less efficient. But again, there's still a lot of good support out there. You can play Janna. You can play Karma. You can play Kale.
Tarek wasn't.
And you can play Tarek too. There's still really good support out there, but they've taken some of the support and they've made them more offensive or more damaging, while taking away some of their healing potential.
Well, the main ones that were affected were Soraka, Tarek, and Sana. Tarek got an increased cooldown to his heal, but every hit he deals
they reduced the ratio as well, I believe.
Yeah, they reduced the ratio on it. But every hit you do reduces the cooldown by 4 seconds instead of 2. So it encourages you to actually hit stuff, which makes sense because that's one of his mechanics, and a lot of people didn't know that that's part of the mechanic. So that I understand, which I actually like that, because it's not as bad as what they did to Sana. Sana, more or less, kind of lost her healing, and her auras last longer, so she's more of a aura tick bot now.
Which is nice. I mean, she is essentially the aura bot, so the fact that she can do the aura bot job easier kind of keeps her in that unique niche area.
Yeah, and they want her to be more offensive, but she already has a passive that kind of doesn't work with her now ever since they changed it, where you got to kind of mitigate which aura you have on and then you shoot someone with it.
I like that change, to be honest.
I haven't played.
It's fun, but it's hard to find people who know how to use it.
Yeah, I still don't know how to use it correctly, and I'm really good with some. But yeah, other than that, bunch of refixes. Kale has more shred.
Yeah, they buffed Kale. That was very, very good. They didn't nerf Garen. Oh,
I saw that.
It's like Christmas for me, but my present is not getting punched in the eye by my father. Instead, I just get to have lunch.
How's your father doing after that?
It's great. It's fine.
Only 6 more months in jail?
No, fun patch. Gonna change a lot of play styles. To be honest, as a Garen player, and as, you know what, as a mage player, as just a DPS player, I'm happy that support isn't quite as powerful now. I don't have to worry about having to do the same damage at the same life pools 1,000 times. I only have to do it 500 times now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Interesting changes, and again, seeing crazy Sorakas like that is really pretty funny.
Next up, we got skins. First off, we only got 2 more days to get the right Singe skin. It goes until the 28th. I still probably might pick it up, depending if I feel like spending a lot of money. But guys, last chance. If you like Singe, if you like the cop theme of him, pick it up. It's one of his few skins, and it's a really good one. So, speaking of other skins, pack skins. We got a new Sivir skin coming out.
Ooh, she looks like Tron.
Yeah, it's like a Sivir Tron. I would like to get this skin, but of course you have to go to PAX.
Oh.
If anybody wants to donate to the show and give me... I'm kidding. But if you want to,
yeah,
pick up an extra.
Shut up! Interesting journal just this week, some Vayne lore. I was kind of happy about that.
Vayne attempts to abduct a mothership. That's all you need to know about Vayne. He's evil. He's abducting a ship.
He's this little brat over here. No, it's funny. Definitely a good read if you're into that sort of thing.
Oh, and Gragas and Singed are making booze.
Oh, goodness.
That's...
Groggy Ice.
Yeah.
Olaf's skin is now canon. Oh, goodness. Let's talk a little bit about Talon skins. The one with the hoodie, kind of cheesy. Not a big fan.
It looks like, okay, what happens if we get a cool, dark style indie, Brink type style superhero and paint him purple?
Yeah. Now he'll blend in with purple caster minions.
Yeah.
They won't know who to attack.
One of those looks oddly suspicious.
Don't mind me! He is an assassin. As long as he just holds a rod and pretends he's shooting, we won't detect him. And then we have Crimson Elite. Now, I don't know what everyone else was thinking, but there was only one thing that I thought of when I saw this skin.
sitting duck out there.
He knows what he's doing.
It makes sense. I mean, I've heard rumors that this is going to be the going to be the Noxian Commando. So you're going to have a 5 Commando team versus a 5 Red Elite, which I think will be funny. It's kind of a goofy looking skin, but it's the better one of the two, if you ask me. As far as other new skins released this week, we have Vayne. Doesn't look too great. Shows a lot of skin, which I guess is what the people are asking for. And a new Nunu skin. Kind of an armored Nunu trumping around.
It's gray. It's like
It looks very.
really-
It looks like it was a very ambitious skin, but I think they could have done with a little bit more detail or color.
he looks like, okay, the splash art for it. First glance, Lord of the Rings. It just like
They
looks
have
like
a cave troll.
But you know, the Vayne skin, I'm surprised there's already one out. But can't really complain. She
Yeah,
didn't
they
really have-
released a Tarek skin for you. You can't complain anymore.
I can't. Well, I can start complaining for Jonna's skins.
I guess you can't. Well, she has a couple.
Yeah, a couple. She only had the Storm skin, and then now she has Hex Tech.
All right, next one. What do we got else this week? Season 1's ending very, very soon. They changed the way the ELO list works. So make sure you get up to 1250 or higher so you can get that cool banner. Some of you might feel you're trapped, but maybe start a 3s team or a pre-made 5
I
team.
have to start a 3s team because I'm already in 700 ELO trying to get it back up.
I don't know what to say to you. I'm embarrassed.
It's not. You've seen the games. You know I did really well.
I'm
It's just
still embarrassed to be around you.
shut up. Shut up. I'm a great player. It's just I got worse luck with my pairings.
It's like you're in the minor leagues. You've been in the minor leagues for like 16 years. You're like 34.
Very depressed about my life.
And you're like, I'm gonna get into the majors one day. I'm like, for a year? What is your plan here?
I'm trying. I'm trying.
And what else do we got this week?
We have skin sales. We have Myrmidon Pantheon.
Don't get it. It's awful.
Piltover Customs Heimerdinger.
It's awesome. Pick it up.
And Ninja Rems.
Terrible. Don't even look at it.
Only one worth getting is a hillbilly-looking, you know, car dealing.
Hillbilly.
He looks like one of those hillbillies that have like the mustache and the beard. And
He doesn't have a beard in that one.
he doesn't have.
No.
Oh, that's the back of his head.
He's
Okay.
beardless.
Okay, but either way, it's a really good-looking skin. It's better than some other skins you can get for Heimer. So.
Oh no, it'll be great. What else do we got this week? A couple of sales, as I recall.
We have Tryndamere. We have Swain and Jackson.
Good pickup there.
Yeah.
Man.
As the page loads,
Just waiting for it, feeling depressed.
we're doing it live.
That's really it for news this week. Get your ratings up. Look forward to the stuff that comes out with packs. Dominion, it's coming out. It's like next couple of weeks.
We have no more news on it. We're not going to bug you with it anymore.
Yeah, there's new items in the store that you can't pick up, but they're available for Dominion. Take a look at them if you're in the game.
And before anybody comments, yes, there will be a new sneak peek tonight because they've been doing it on Thursdays. So I'm getting a head start and letting you guys know there might be one tonight.
Yes.
So we're still up on the news, and I'll change the thing so we've mentioned it.
Yes, of course. What else do we got? I think that's it for the news this week. As far as our own section,
We'll start out with some questions. The first one comes in by email.
this
Hooray.
one is from John Hughes. He says, "Hello, Spazticgaming. What is your current opinion on the new Dragon Slayer Vayne skin? As Riot seems to be releasing a lot of new skins recently that simply aren't up to snuff. Of course, there is a 975 RP skin, as Riot won't ever release something under that anymore." John, if I can call you John, the thing about these skins is that they're model changes. Back when League of Legends first came out, they would release skins and they would be simple recolors, and those were 520 skins. Those were
$5 skins at most.
yeah, they were recolors. They looked fair in most cases. They didn't look great, but again, they were cheap skins and they were recolors. Most of these new skins are model changes, if not model and particle overhauls.
Depending if you're lucky or not in the skin. Some skins are just, small changes to them and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, still, it's a model change. I mean, it's a sink of effort that they really put in there. I mean, again, you can look at it and you can say, well, the Twitch skin had whole new bullet effects, or you can say, you know, oh, these had new colors on them. You know what they did?
The Piltover custom skin has new turrets.
Yeah, no, a lot of them do have some of them, but not everyone can. I mean, think of it this way. Legendaries, at first, legendaries. To get a legendary skin, you got a model change. That was what a legendary skin was. Is a complete reskin. That's what they did for the Twisted Fate skin. And now they're giving away entire model rehauls for half that.
And that's the problem here. It's a lot of people compare to these 975 skins to legendaries when sometimes you can get quality skins that aren't legendaries with the voiceover changes. You just get the particle effects and you get the things, and that's what some 975s are.
Yeah, I mean, it would be cool if for everyone they put in new particles and stuff, but I think that would detract from some of the more special ones that do get those particle changes. Again, I'm not saying it's proper that they should. I wish they would. I would love new particles in every skin I got, but they can't really do that. And not all skins are going to look great, but that just means your great skins are going to look even greater. And I know that's kind of a crummy way to say it, but I don't know.
Think of it this way. You've got an amazing art team, and, you know, some skins might come out better than others. Just
Commando Lux!
Oh, God. Yes. Art team should be disgraced by that. That is their Urget review.
Oh, man. But yeah, and then I wish some of them would look better. And
with model changes, they did model changes on Kale and stuff like that. Some skins got better looking, like the silver Kale. That one got really good,
it is
too.
possible that they will start getting better looking. But again, not all of them are going to look great. Not all of them are going to get particle changes. I wish they would, but they probably will not. But next question comes from our comment section. This is a question from Sorceress. He asks, I have one question. I think that all of the Mike's heroes in the league is OP. Like Kennen, Rumble, and Teemo. First, Kennen, he doesn't use mana, and he is a caster. OP ulti XXX. 2, Rumble, so OP, get him a little AP rune boosty, and he is horrible at the early stages of the game. 3, Teemo, that blind of his can shut any AD carry for quite some time and should be reduced. I think that it is OP and early lane too. His speed is OP too. Let me tell you a little something, Sorceress.
Oh my God!
I couldn't agree more. All those mice champions are so OP. Did you ever read those one books, the Redstone, whatever, where they had the mice heroes in medieval times?
I know about them, but I never read them.
Yeah, the mice beat up like badgers and stuff. That's OP. A mice beating up a badger, it would never happen. But because of the balance issues, they gotta go do that. So yeah, I think it's ridiculous. Thank you for bringing that up, and I'm glad you did, to be honest.
Our last one is a short but sweet one. This is from Gangster Rice. He asks, Dart Stream from Legend of Dragoon? Nice. Yes, I like picking, you know, pretty epic songs from video games I played. When I first started the show and did the intro for it, I was playing a lot of Mega Man X, so I chose Zero's theme. That was the original one. Then I changed it to Legend of Dragoon.
Any idea what we're going to do next?
I don't know. Something newer. It's probably going to be...
Maybe we ought to do a poll for that. Maybe we should see... Any suggestions? Anything you think we should
I'm
vote
leaning
on?
towards... I just got Deus Ex Human Revolution, so I might be adding something from there if I can find that will fit our show. But if not, if you guys have one that would be interesting, I would love to know.
No, we'd love to take a look at it. So if you have an idea for our intro, please post it.
And that's about it for our questions. Our contest is still going on.
Oh, right, that thing.
It's kind of pittering out like other things we've done recently.
Yeah, no, it's hard to keep motivation going. But you know what? If you guys want to take a look at the rules, maybe put something in, you can get some free stuff. It'd be blast.
It's almost like if you enter anything, you'll win.
Oh, yeah. No, it's great. Oh, jeez. But been a blast, guys. Really fun this week. I'm looking forward to going and playing some more games with Talon. It's going to be a blast. You guys should definitely pick them up if you're feeling like having a good time. But that's really it for me.
This has been Water Elemental.
And this has been Axis, and it is so friggin' hot right now. I have to go, like, I'm pissed steam.